Hello again, everyone. Still in the hotel and here to go over APEC Thermal's company vision in 2026. So, same as APEC Engineering, going through the review of our core values. Uh, this year, we made no changes to APEC Thermal's core values of reliability, flexibility, and customer obsessed. I would like to make the comment that it was incredibly rewarding and great to see throughout the year. People embodying the customer obsessed value. Um, when you walk through the shop and see, the work that Tony's doing on fabricating the enclosure, the laser, improving the quality of our enclosures and junction boxes and crib heaters. And then you go in the basement, you see Lorena like just plowing through enclosure after enclosure, making sure that we're going to meet those deadlines. And then you have Patty and Cheyenne who are in the shop fulfilling orders because we're struggling with our shipper receiver role in filling that role. So throughout 2025, I just want to take a second to reflect that we embodied that customer obsessed, and we need to take that into the new year, into 2026. Now, what did change was our core focus, our purpose, cause, and passion. Now, our purpose, cause, and passion before was keeping motion reliable. Now, during the leadership meeting, we had a conversation, and we really were questioning this. Is motion really what we want to focus on? Is that all we want to be? Is focused on keeping motion reliable? And what was brought up was the endeavor or the work we went through with Brisk Heat and trying to make that partnership work. And we want to see, man, why didn't that work? And what it boiled down to was APEC Thermal wants to provide value through heat. And we may sell someone else's heaters, but we need to add value to that heater. That's our strong suit. We need to add value through the knowledge of our engineering team. We need to add value through our high-end manufacturing practices. So that's the purpose of APEC Thermal, is making sure that we add value to products and we're adding value for our customer. Because if we're not adding value, then we really don't have any reason of being there. We don't want to be the distributor that just passes products through, marks them up, and doesn't have value. So going forward, that's what we're going to be focused on and pushing as our passion, is adding value for our customer in any way, shape, or form we can. Next, we have our niche. So this is something that we didn't actually have on our company vision for thermal, but I was very happy that we established it. Our niche for thermal is switch heating for Class 1 railroads in cold climates and thaw systems for material handling applications in cold climates that establishes specifically who we're targeting. Next, just a quick reminder for our 10-year target. We have a total revenue of APEC Thermal being $7 million, and we're looking at having 3 core markets that our products are in: railroads, bulk handling, and then another industry we're looking at is industrial heating. Finally, we want to be one of the top switch heater manufacturers in USA and Canada. As for the marketing strategy, nothing has changed here. Please let us know if you have any questions regarding that, or if you want anything added or changed. We'd love to have a conversation. Next is our 3-year picture. Unlike engineering, we did make some changes to this. So looking at the 3-year picture from 2025, we had a revenue goal of $3 million for the switch heaters, and having almost met that this year, we thought it would be good to increase that goal in the picture. So the revenue goal now for Class 1 railroads is $5 million, and for industrial heating, we're looking to sell $1 million for that industry. That means that the revenue of APEC Thermal would be a total of $6 million in 3 years. That's our goal. It's a big goal. That's double what we're doing right now, and that's huge in a 3-year time period. Our measurables for this is developing a full product line for targeting US and Canada. We can't meet those goals if we don't have a full product line of APEC Thermal products, such as the blower. We have our crib heaters and enclosures, but we really want to lock that whole railroad product line for switch heating down. Next, we want to have two employees focused on thermal tasks. We have 1 employee right now. We want to have that jump up and double. Finally, we have the product catalogs. We want to have a full product catalog for the railroads and bulk handling. And then we also want to add a product catalog for industrial heating. The 3-year picture down below, this didn't change that much. As a reminder of kind of what we had here is we want to really optimize our processes in APEC Thermal in 3 years. We want those to be locked in where there are no questions on how you get from A to B, and we are shipping things consistently within 2 weeks. That 2-week delivery is something that one day I would love to guarantee to our customer, that you will get a product within 2 weeks. And what we saw this year was, even though we wanted to, we were overwhelmed with how many orders we got. So there's a lot of work we have to do in the next 3 years to optimize those processes so that the 2-week delivery, even when we're busy, isn't no problem. It's there. We're sending things out. And that's our strength as APEC Thermal, is we're consistent and we get things to the customer faster than anyone else in our industry. And we want to do that continually with our products that we currently have, and then we want to do that with the products that we are going to develop. The final thing on this is we do want to establish a niche in the industrial heating world and really grow that niche of industrial heating products. Going into the 1-year plan, we did a similar thing as we did with APEC Engineering and established a year theme. The theme for APEC Thermal this year is repeat and develop. So diving into that is, we blew our goal this year of 1.5 million in sales out of the water. We almost hit 3 million this year. We want to repeat that. We want to beat that, but 3 million is the revenue goal. Now, while repeating that, we want to develop. We need that full product line. We need to develop a blower. We need to be better than Spectrum. We want to compete with those industry standards because that is one of the 3-year goals. So this year, for the 1-year plan, the goals are develop 3 sizes of gas blowers. Next, we want to build and market an APEC Thermal blower, add interactive features and dedicated section for industrial heating products to our website, increase Norfolk Southern sales to exceed $1 million. This is something that's huge because one of the threats of APEC Thermal is the majority of our sales comes from CSX. So a focus this year is to really grow our Norfolk Southern sales so that we have a more robust customer base. Next, we want to engage with UP, BNSF, and CN for testing of APEC Thermal products. We have to get in those industries. We want to grow with those customers. And then finally, automate the order fulfillment process. So diving into our rocks for the first quarter, we have a revenue goal of $750,000 with a profitability of 40%. Next, our goals are to outline available industrial equipment products and schedule meetings with 3 vendors. We want to take our first steps to building that industry, that niche up. Next, we're going to identify resources for updating our website. So this is finding out who we can work with, who specialize in websites to help us improve our website, make it more interactive, add value for our customers, through our website. Next, we're going to train the shipper and receiver in freight setup procedures. This is going to work into increased automation through our Microsoft suite and standards to make it so that that shipper receiver can complete orders without having to interact with Patty or sales and can follow that all the way through. Next, we're going to complete the mechanical design, electrical schematics, and enclosure layout for the blowers. That's the develop goal, is by the end of this year, we want the blowers to be a product. We want to be able to add that and sell that and really focus on building those blowers and getting them out the door in 2 weeks. So that is a huge, huge goal that we're going to be focusing on in 2026 in the first quarter. Finally, we are going to engage with Norfolk Southern directors regarding capital projects decisions scheduled for February. So Evan identified that these directors meet and they dedicate money for capital projects around February, and we are going to target those directors because, like I said before, Norfolk Southern is a huge customer that we can grow with, and we can take a huge market share and show them kind of what we stand for, show them our strength, our delivery, our quality. And so we are going to really push to kind of grow with them. Now, that's everything with the vision. And I do want to say that I am very, very excited for 2026. In 2025, it's probably the first year that I've seen us meet the goals that we established. And I want to just remind everyone that it's going to be very difficult and we're going to have to work very hard to repeat that, meeting those similar revenue goals. And in the meantime, we have to work even harder to improve our systems and standards, to improve our foundation of APEC engineering and APEC thermal. So this is going to be a great year. We have some huge potential here, and it's going to be exciting to work with all of you and to get this year rolling. So please let us know if you have any questions regarding the vision, and I look forward to seeing everyone when I'm back in town. Thank you.